Hello guys, Mr. Kamsley here, and today I'm going to be showing off my LEGO E100 series. Starting us off, we have E101 Beta, and I did say I would do a tutorial on this, and I still haven't. I guess I'm procrastinating on it a little, but eventually I will have that up, because I know some of you guys wanted that, and I'm just giving you a full round of all these guys, just showing off their detailing. And with E101, I tried to get a lot of that detailing with the white and the especially with the arm cannons or whatever. Like there's the ventilation and on the front, and get all that engine detailing and stuff like that. And it was very hard to try and figure out how to do this weird engine grill piece, and I figured it out eventually, just using a bunch of different techniques and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna pull them apart because it's a little harder to put them back together, but they all use the same technique as gamma, and with the hinges and the 2x2 web type piece on the bottom. So yeah, and for Beta, he uses one of these clear action pieces. That's the only way he can stand, so that's incorporated into its design as well. I'll just take up one of the arms here, using some hinge pieces, just a simple 1x1 with the claw piece, and one of these 1x1 with the little thing sticking out. I don't know what they're called. Stick it back there. But just, yeah, again, I will go more into detail with this one when I do a tutorial, and I will for sure, so wait for that. So yeah, let us move on to E102 Gamma. Gamma is relatively untouched from my first video. All I did was add a little 1x1 blue clear piece there, because he has a little I don't know what it is. It's like a little sensor or monitor thing, or it's a little thing that looks like that. So just put that there for extra detailing. If you haven't seen my first video, then I'll just go over it quickly here. Just using a lot of claw pieces and things like that. The robot arm down here, the T joint piece or whatever. Using the same 2x2 web hinge piece. And again, for arms, using these pieces, the 1x1s and stuff like that. His head does rotate a little, but not much. For the cloth, it should be pointed on, I think, on one of my other ones, I have a little pointed cloth shield piece. But I do like how this looks there, the little emblem there. It just looks very robot-y. And it reminds me of Gamma, so I put it there, and that's from the Avenjet with Thanos. So yeah, and let's move on to E103. Here we have E103 Delta. Now he looks again very similar to Gamma because they're all the same designs and they're all the same type of robot, just slightly different, and I try to portray that just with a bit of tiling and cheese sloping and different things like that. So Delta has these cannon arms, and they're very rounded, so I tried to do that using like a 1x1, and then one of these pieces. It's like a Technic piece or something like that. And again, he looks very similar to Gamma because they are pretty much the exact same. So not much else to talk about there. Using the other piece from the Avenjet with the exact same sticker. So there's two in that set. It's a very nice set. I would definitely recommend it, but it is a couple of years retired, I think, so probably harder to find. I was able to pick one up for retail price, not back when it was available, but I did purchase it after the fact. So I think it was last year that I bought it, and I think it was a bit extra, but still definitely worth it. So if you can get a hold of that set, it's a very nice one, and these pieces make it look very nice. let's move on to E104 Epsilon. Here we have E104 Epsilon, who out of all of them is the only one that I've incorporated the shield piece, or the white, see the, I guess you could call it a 3x2, I guess, with the point, but I call it a shield piece because it was in the Nexo Knights shield designs, which is where it first appeared, so yeah. Epsilon also has cannon arms, similar to E103 Delta, but instead he has more squared kind of guns with a little bit of curvage to them on them, so I tried to incorporate that. These probably should have been open stud things just because, but I do like how it turned out, and I think it's passable for one of the E100 units, and his design is more like Gamma's in that I didn't use 1x2 jumpers to overlap, so he looks a bit different, but he does also have one of the little blue things, and again he looks very similar to the other ones because, well, they're all the same. And speaking of being all the same, let us move on to one that is very different from the rest. Last but certainly not least, we have E105 Zeta, who, again, like I said, looks very, very different. And in the game, you face off Zeta as this form. It's like, I think kind of like the running a station or something like that. Can't exactly remember, it's been a little while since I've played through Sonic Adventure, so don't quote me on that. But he looks really great because on all sides he's got these like turrets and then like these piping that, so in the game he's in this big like pit in the middle, and Gamma's like running around the room and like shooting at him essentially. So he's got all this mechanical stuff hanging down, these pipes and like things like that, and I tried to really get that nice shaping and just kind of look of very like, you know, just, yeah, really nice looking like mechanical stuff and things like that. So, and I think I did a good job of that. And this rod down here should be a lot longer because, like I said in the game, he just sits in this like big giant pit, and this pipe extends all the way down to however low that is. We don't know. And oh, there we go, pipe fell off, wonderful. And so the top, I used the exact same design as the other ones, using the web hinge. If you can see in there, I removed that, there's a bit of the web hinge. But just using a lot more wider slope angles just to get that wider shape, because Zeta has that and doesn't just look kind of slim like the rest of them. Big bulky engine type thing. And I think, yeah, again, I think I portrayed that really well. And I tried to make it different on all sides so that you're not just like looking at the same thing everywhere you go. And so there's a bit of different detailing with just one by one, those things, the one by one with studs all around. I use those and I've angled those to get that positioning there for the 1x2 jumpers, so that I can put those there, and just using these big round plates on the bottom to get that very rounded shape that Zeta has, and I think I did that really well. So I'm very proud of that and happy with it, and I hope you guys like it too. And that's the E100 series. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment down below what you liked about this video, or any suggestions for future builds. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and yeah, if you feel so inclined, please leave a like and comment down below too. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, I'll see you guys next time.